Hello. I really don't know how to start this video. Hi. Hello. Hi. I'm going to put lip balm into my nose because my nose is broken because the cold came back and I just now thought about the cover, the thumbnail of the video. So I want to do a before and after. I don't know what will come after, but we need to work on this because I really need to shoot the video. Oh my god, shoot the video that I'm. I still need to finish the script, but I am at a good point right now, so I will finish the script right away after this, and then I will go and shot the video, and I want it to be decent since it will be a main video, let's say. So welcome into this new thing that I kept telling myself I want to do this, I want to do this, but how will I do it? And then I said I talk a lot, so it will be okay. Don't worry about this. And so this new format, which will be probably watched by two people, and that's okay. I thank those two people, honestly. Um, it's about making YouTube vlogs where I basically talk about my day, my week, my whatever I have in my mind. I will tell, like, I will do story times and tell things that happened in my life. So yeah, this is, oh, by the way, I love the fact that some, like the hair, are still kind of curly. I did with I did this with my stockings. So I put like gel into it and they still are going strong, even if I think it's been a week. So yeah, I don't do shampoo before a week because I have greasy hair. And I noticed that if I wash my hair frequently, like during summer, first things first, my hair will go like opaque, kind of. And then they will become even more greasier. So I try to not wash my hair. Also, I read about this somewhere on the internet. So yeah, I noticed I use specific shampoo, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, also I need to color my hair. But yeah. So how are we going? How are you guys watching? I hope you, oh my God, I have broken hair everywhere. Hmm. Well, how are you? As I was saying, I hope you're having a beautiful start. No, not start of the weekend because it was yesterday. Today's Saturday, so I hope you are planning to have a beautiful weekend. My weekends are usually normal weekends. I don't go out much. I never did, honestly. Even growing up, I don't like. But maybe once I went to the disco like two times, three times in my life. The fourth time I went to my friends and said, I will wait for you outside because this is boring. Because we went to, no shade, we went to listen, we went to dance on a techno night, techno music, and boy was I bored because it was like the tunes were all similar. Like, oops, oops, oops. I don't know. I didn't like it. Didn't love it, let's say. So wait, I need to. Okay. By the way, under this, I have this shirt, which will be put it like this into the video, kinda. I think, I don't know, like this. Yeah, like this. But right now, I'm going to leave it like this because it really bothers my neck. I'm going to. I know I will do it in the video, by the way. So these vlogs are going to be interesting. Will I vlog every day? No, but my plan is to do that, even just for a minute, just for 2 minutes. I want to do it because I am basically I live on YouTube. So when I find people who make vlogs, it doesn't matter when I discover your channel, I will watch every single vlog you have on your channel since the day you started. And I really love to hear people talk. It makes me relax, it gives me calm energy. So I don't know if my vlogs would be the same for you watching, but I don't know. Also, I watch them while I have lunch, while I have dinner. It's like having a friend who's talking with you and somebody messaged me. It can wait. And I don't know. It makes me feel connected, but without connecting. I don't know how to say it. So this is my main goal, let's say. This is what I would like to give out to people. So I was, before doing this, by the way, I was thinking what I can talk about, blah, blah, blah. And before go, because I will do my makeup if you didn't understand the bit. So I trimmed my eyebrows, and while trimming because if I don't trim my eyebrows, I will have like, you know, the movie where there's Japanese movie where there's the Japanese old guy with the eyebrows long, like it would be like this. So I'm not afraid to say it, I don't care. So, and while trimming my eyebrows, I was thinking about how much we went beyond, like when I was young, adolescent, let's say, when I was during my adolescence day, I was surrounded by women like my mother, her sisters, my grandmother, her mom, and there were. I'm Italian, by the way, if you don't know it. So in Italy, let's say we have a lot to do still now, but we went a long way. Um, right now, women are more unhinged, let's say, to talk and speak and to tell their stories, talking about beauty standards, honestly. I like makeup stuff, etc. I remember when I was young and I was about the first times that I trimmed my eyebrows because they were so. Also, I used to make it smaller because it was the fashion at that time. Um, I was so judged for that because like, oh, you are so hairy. Yeah, I am. I am really hairy. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but and I won't show you my legs right now because that's a whole another topic. But like, yeah, my hair are greasy, but we will work with that either way. So I grew up into this also in South Italy, because I'm from South Italy. In South Italy, women are more judged than ever, but not because, yeah, for the culture, but because women judge women. It's not even men that much, because but women judge women. And growing up with other women, I felt the judgment on me so much. That's why right now, I think at almost 32, I reached a point of don't giving a fuck. Like, I don't have filters, honestly. Never. The things you see me doing on here are the things that I do in real life. So not uh caring, like also talking about like white hair, gray hair, white hair. I'm growing so much white hair that, like, I thought maybe I need to. I'm going to do a. How do you call it in English? I don't remember. You will see it. The name does not come to my mind, but you will see it crossing here. I don't know, but you don't have any ideas how much people, women, sorry, uh, are judged in Italy. But I, from what I can gather, being online and having a main USA, English, Indian, blah 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 feed, I can tell that it's kind of everywhere like this. So, oh, this is not good. This is why you need to look at yourself in the mirror. But women are so judged by for the for white hair, and I'm at that point where I'm like, I don't care. I will just color this blonde hair pink again because I love it. But I am going to grow. I always loved my um like natural color, but since I started growing my hair, obviously, age, etc., started becoming gray. Like at 20, there were like maybe two, three white hair, but then growing, obviously, the more the merrier. So I started panicking. I started like, no, I don't want to go uh, with white hair. And then if you go to your hairdresser, like, you'll pay 600 euros at least to have to go white. So I was like, dude, I'm going natural white. So I would love to have that look on me. So I was like, no, 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 I won't color my hair for now anymore. I don't know if this will change. I don't know. I don't care. But yeah, I am at that point, and I'm pretty happy with the growing that I did mentally, because it was a lot to battle with. And it's like really, really hard if you have Italian parents or something, you can ask them maybe. But yeah. And talking about the eyebrows and being hairy, a hairy woman, it's still a kind of a taboo, kinda, but not that much. I will put something here. I won't let this stay. I had a thing, but now I don't have it. I don't know where it is, honestly. Well, we will find out. Maybe I can use, but this is too big. Oh, I'll find something. So, growing up, it was really, really painful to be judged as a woman, hairy woman, fat, honestly. I'm always being fat. Um, let's say it was not a good mix of things to grow up with. But right now, I really am at a point where it is what it is. I like myself. I love myself. I love everything. I even love my hair. They keep me warm. So I don't care. So, and also, I love the fact that 2 days ago we went with my mother um, to make to buy grocery, and I was wearing pink skirt, like Japanese style pink skirt. Like, I don't know if you ever saw girls working into the maid cafe where there are maids dressed as maids. It's a typical thing in Japan. But it was like that kind of skirt, but pink. And my mom is really, really, really into the South Italy mentality. If you dress a little bit different than the norm, no, 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 she will judge you. And I spent my whole life talking to her, saying, please don't judge women, please don't judge people. Again, it is what it is. So she looked at me and she was like, oh, what the hell, do I need to go to the grocery shop with an anime character? And I was like, yeah, so what's your problem? And when I was young, this bothered me. I hated being, because, in my mind, I was like, if my own mother is judging me, what are other people doing? Other people don't care. They really don't. And as soon as I stepped into the supermarket, it's a big supermarket, people were buying grocery. They were like waiting the fruit and vegetables. They didn't care about me. But and this is what I want to share, because I think it's, for me, it was a beautiful moment, honestly. I'm going to look at myself in the mirror, so you know that. There were these two girls with their mother, and they were like, uh, I think we were stopping by the water section, buying water, and these two girls were with they were about, like, I think 6, 8 years old. And I had this white, huh? Pink skirt, and then I had my leather black jacket, but you could see the skirt. And then I had like my hair down like this, but tied it up here. I had my makeup on, and at a certain time I was talking with my mother about something, I don't remember, and they stopped. I saw them with the corner, with the corner, with the corner of my eye, and I saw them going like this. They turned around, they saw me, and they were like. And honestly, sometimes I see posts on internet of people going like women talking about taking back the fact that they don't dress for men, but they dress for themselves, for um, other women. And in that moment, I felt that deeply, really, really, really deeply, honestly, because if somebody asks me who you dress for besides yourself, let's say, I'm going to say, oh, mamma mia. Mamma mia, pizzeria. I'm going to say, yeah, I dress for the little babies, the little girls that watch me. Because in that moment, I felt like I thought about me watching animes back when I was young, when I was little, and like Sailor Moon and Mew Mew and Doremi. And I was like, man, I love those dresses. I love their hair, accessories, stuff like that. And I was like, I want to dress like that so badly. So before going to the market, I was with my mother. I told my mother, I'm becoming what I wanted to be. Like, I really wanted to dress like this. I'm not putting up something anymore that I don't want to wear, honestly. Why my nose is so red? I'm not using foundation, by the way. I'm just going with concealer. Just like this. I don't care. Um, So yeah, I'm going to dress with for them and for me, mostly for me, huh? But if somebody will ask me one day, who you're dressing for the young babe, for the young ladies, for the young children that watch me, and they were like, and I went like, hi. I talk with everyone, honestly. Do I either if I know you, if I don't know you, you will know me. I have no problem. I know my place, obviously. If I have people in front of me who are not friendly, who don't want to talk, I can tell that, obviously. But if I see that maybe you're looking at me, or maybe like sometime when I'm a supermarket, train station, whatever, I smile at people, mostly women, or like old people. I smile at them, and sometimes they smile me back, and that's wholesome. Honestly, that's beautiful, and it's good energy. I think it's beautiful to put that energy out, and so those two girls were like watching at me, and after I said hi, their mom came to me, and she was like, "Oh, your hair, you have colored that." They're not colored anymore, but you can see, you can tell that there was kind of pink. It's still not a main color, let's say. And then she was like, and then the skirt, and I was like, I was so entitled. I don't know why, but I meant it in a good way. I was like, yeah, I know the skirt, the hair, I remind them of a anime character maybe, and the pink. She was like, yeah, probably, and I was like, yeah, I do this to people, and I didn't meant to say it in an entitled way. Like, yeah, I am. You know, people always look at me like, no, I didn't meant like that. I meant it like usually people, even my friends and stuff like that. I do weird stuff, weird not common stuff to my hair. Like I try to make my hair different every time, so people can tell that I like to play with things, dresses and stuff like that. So that was a beautiful, beautiful moment, honestly. And no, I'm going to go with the blush. Also, I'm trying to master the. By the way, I don't. I just I don't know what to do with makeup. Um, if you want makeup tips, I'm not that kind of person, but I don't know what I'm doing, honestly. I try my best to do it, but I saw a type of makeup which is, I think it's called igari, Japanese style, and I love it. It's like blush here, blush here, blush here, blush here, and on the nose. I really love it. So I try to do my best with that. But I just learned that I don't do contouring to my face. I don't really understand it. Understand it in a art way, making shades. Can, but I'm lazy. I'm really really lazy, and even making this makeup bothers me to a level that you cannot understand. I love to see me, to watch at myself, like even now that I have my hair kind of done, my makeup is in the process. When I have the makeup on, I really really like it, how I look with it. But the fact that I need to sit down and do it, and then the fact that I need to take it off at night, I'm lazy. I don't know if it's a me problem, probably, really, really probably. But, like this, it's called igari. And then they also enhance, yeah, enhance, mark, let's say. They mark the under eye, but I don't do that because I don't know how to. I'm not a makeup expert at all, so I don't know. but it's beautiful. When I see it on picture, it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, and the fun fact, you know what it is? See, it's kind of like this, a little bit more. I can put the whole thing of blush on my face. I love it. I love blush. So yeah. And then on my nose. Okay, it works. I don't like this. I see the frizz here and I don't like it. And I'm getting bored with it. So the fun fact is when I think about this, basically oh, sorry for this. When I was in high school, I think it was. When I was in high school, I used to wear makeup all day. Like I asked my mother to buy for me foundation, and then I went on with BB cream because foundation was so heavy that my skin started. But also because I didn't know how to take care of my skin. And I still don't. I still don't. Besides washing my face and putting cream on, I just now I'm learning about moisturizer. I'm 32 by the way. So I think I'm going to look a little bit more into it. My skin is really, really sensible. It get red easily. It gets red easily. And I really want to try to take better care of it, honestly. I try to, as you can see, I don't mind the glowing effect. I don't go with powder because every time, first it itches like crazy. I don't like powder. So I like the glow effect, honestly. I don't want the matte effect, but I really want to take better care of my skin. And when I was young, I used to wear makeup all day in high school, but also making like, you know, for school, I used only the black pencil eye pencil. Um, but growing up, I went like going full beat, eyeshadows, everything. And then at a certain point, I don't really know when, honestly. Maybe when I started working because I didn't have time. I was even more lazy than now. I went straight to work. I didn't want to come back after work and washing my face, cleaning. Also, it if I used makeup, sometimes I did when I felt to. But did I put it everywhere? Put it here. Where more? More. So when I felt too, like there were days where I went like, I want to be a little bit cute today. So I put it on, but not always. And I really, really stopped doing that, using that. And when I started, like when I bought all this makeup, it was the makeup that I'm using, I bought it less than a year ago, maybe 6 months when I was laid off in October. Yeah, because I already knew that I wanted to make YouTube videos more frequently. So I wanted to look cute and I bought all this makeup, like 10 products, main products. I went to the, it is by Wycon, by the way. I don't know if it's a worldwide brand. I don't know. So I went there. I tried this brand, like with the maybe, how do you call it? I don't even know how it's called. This, I don't know. You put it on your eyebrow, lashes, eyelashes. I no eyelashes. It's the extension. I don't know how you call it. This, but mascara. Good, good. Now you can understand it. But I can use this, by the way. This is a pro tip. So I went into the shop and I was like, girls. There were two girls. I loved them so much. I follow one of them on Instagram right now. And I was like, okay, I need makeup. Obviously, I'm in a makeup shop, but I know nothing. My skin is this, and that. And I want to achieve this, and that. I did my researches before going there, and I was like, I really want a glow up look, glowy, like not matte, because once I went, like years ago, I went and bought a foundation that was matte, was crazy heavy, like with when I applied it the first time, like I was like, dude, this is not, the color was correct, but it wasn't real. Like matte, it was like I had a filter on my face. I was like, I don't want it. I don't want this. This is too much for me. So I don't judge people who want matte look. They look great in that, but for me, on my face, I don't like it. So I went there and I was like, I need this, and that. Can you help me, please? Because I don't know where to start, honestly. And they, luckily, there was no one. Sorry for the mirror, by the way. There was no one into the shop. So they took, like, I stayed there for, I believe, an hour. And they tried everything. They were so happy because I was like, yeah, do whatever you want. I don't, I don't mind. Just give me something that you think it's good for me, like shade wise, color wise, etc. And they were like, okay, you sit down. And they brought me things and they applied and they asked me, what do you think? What do you? It was really really funny for them too, I think, because they were so. Also, I'm pretty. I starting. I started to be a little less people pleasing because I was people pleasing also when buying stuff. So growing up, I bought a bunch of stuff that I didn't need it just because I couldn't say no. Yeah, that's a thing. And I'm trying to curl this mother. Oh well, it won't curl. As long as it doesn't go into my eyes. So I was really upfront. I was like, yeah, I like it. Yeah, I don't like it. Like when I bought the blush, the one of the two girls came to me and she was like, with this and more reddish orangey one, and she was like, I believe that the reddish one looks better on you, and I was like, looking at myself in the mirror, I was like, nah, I like this. And I really wasn't like this. I achieved this level of honesty to people. I'm really honest with people that I know, but in a social context, like shops, and maybe when I need to buy things like more important things, not even clothes, but I was really, really afraid to disappoint people. And then growing, and I worked in sales for 10 years. Um, I didn't want to disappoint. I don't know. It was like a mind thing. I don't know. But growing up, I'm trying to fix that. It still happens sometimes, huh? But I'm trying to be better. So, yeah, when I went the first time and I bought makeup, I really thought, and also today, I really thought about the fact that back in the days, I really was into makeup. I watched makeup tutorials, etc. And right now, when I watch also because back then it was pretty, I don't want to say easy, but easier. There were few products. There were right now when I watch a makeup tutorial, I see that they do the skincare first and blah blah blah, and they apply like 30 products, and I'm like, girl, first I don't have the money for that, but second, I'm like, I don't have the patience to do that. I really don't, because I know myself and I know that I will give up after the first time trying. I will give up strongly. So I'm like, no, I won't do that. You cannot tell the difference. It doesn't show up so much. But I really want to be better makeup. I like this. I like this simple, almost natural look. But I want to be better at taking care of my skin, also because I'm 32, and right now sometimes when I like when like I smile or something, I can see, here I can see, wrinkles and stuff like. I really am not bothered about wrinkles at all. I am worried about the quality of my skin. I don't mind. Like I don't use um age creams, like creams, age cream, age anti-age cream. Yeah, I do this. Uh, but I really want to take care of my skin because no, I would become ashes either way. But as long as I'm alive on this earth, I want to try and have. Ah, I cannot talk and do this. I want to try and have a good quality of skin, at least good enough. So the open mouth is mandatory. You cannot do this without. I can do that without. I think it's an old technique to better concentrate. This is the maximum that I used to wear eyeliner, but right now I'm like, also because sometimes since I off it's more the time that I don't wear makeup than the time that I do. So I'm like touching my eyes and touching my face, like rubbing, and I'm like, if even if I wear waterproof, I have a waterproof eyeliner. I think this one is waterproof too. No, this is not the other one. But sometimes I forget that I have makeup on and I rub my face so hard that I become like a panda. So I'm like, I don't want to overdo because I know myself, I'm clumsy. And honestly, I forget even my name. So yeah, no, I won't do that. So I really thought a lot lately about my, also because every time I come into the car, I go inside my car to drive to go, I don't know, supermarket or wherever. Lots of songs from my childhood came up. So I'm really, really thinking a lot about my childhood and what I used to be, how I used to be, and I also there's this trend that is going on right now. The how was I into the 90s? It's like it's mainly famous people that are doing this, but I'm like thinking about how I was into the 90s. I was born in 94, 1994. And so in 1999, I was like 5. And I have clear memories of growing up and thinking what I wanted to be, how I wanted to be. And the other day, I I cry at everything, honestly. But I almost cried when I thought about myself, my young self, and what she wanted to be, and what she wanted to achieve into her life. And I was like, dude, we may not be where we should be, where we really wanted, but all the things that I did, if somebody told me when I was like 10, 11, I saw this other video. It made me laugh because it was relatable to me, honestly. It was like this girl making the video of what my she was 35, I think. She was like, what my 11, 12, 12 years old self um thought I would be into the future. And she was like, and the display went like blank, and it was like a joke, and I understood. And people in the comments were like, oh, to be able to understand this, it's not that cute or something. And people were like, I understood this, and I genuinely laughed, because it's good to think that you are so far away from what you didn't want to be. um so I'm really, really glad of everything I accomplished, and I'm also grateful and happy of what I didn't accomplish. It's okay, it's okay. You cannot We cannot be, I don't know, Oscar winners or something, but I am happy with the work that I'm doing on myself, with the work that I did, with the self consciousness that I have. Oh, this will go. Wait, I wanted to try. This is crazy. How do I look? What, from the beginning of the video? Dude, we tried, huh? We tried our best. I really hate. I saw people taking it off when your lashes do not go like into your eyes, or they stay not up. And I saw people taking it off, and I was like, dude, I never, I can do that, but I won't. So wait, I want to take something for this. I have this Damiano David song. He's Italian, by the way. I don't know if you know it. Now you knew it. Yeah, now you know it. This David Damiano song in my head, because I did shorts with it, and it's stuck in my head right now. I make this, by the way. FYI. I know you would ask. Nobody will ask. Okay. Another one. Okay. Imagine it falls down. I make this. It won't. I have one. It's been like 3 years that I'm using it as new. Yeah, but please turn around for the camera. Smile for the camera. Kinda. It's not blocked, so it will stay a little bit soft. Okay. Could have been worse. So, what I was saying? What was I saying? I don't know. Let's put this on. And we are done. It tickles. Who knew that the first vlog that I would make would be about me making, like, putting on makeup? Crazy. Once you try lip tint, is it even? Because sometimes I do this a little bit higher and I don't like it. Yeah, better. Once you try lip tint, you cannot go back to. I have see, I scratched myself. I have not a lip tint, lipstick, but I don't use it because it comes off. It comes off. This will stay on. So once it's dry, I eat, I drink. Let's put this on. Let's put this on. My dog is making noises. By the way, last thing that I'm going to say, I posted a post on the YouTube community, and I want to thank the three people who liked the post, because I was talking about my dog yesterday. We went to the vet because okay, we went to the vet because he's losing the. I need to not cry. I really need to not cry. He's losing the ability to walk, and now I can. Okay, kinda. So he's losing the ability to walk, and it's a neurological thing, and it's been really really hard to even concentrate to make videos and stuff like that. And I am working on the video on Timothy Chalamet. It's been a whole week, I think. But since he needs help to go to the bathroom, to eat, he like today he didn't eat. He didn't want to. Also, he's taking a bunch of medications, and so it's been really really hard on my mind because I experienced the death of my cat, and I think there are videos here where you can watch him. I don't go back to watch it anymore. And sometimes, like, you know, your phone gives you memories back, like pictures. I cannot watch it anymore because it makes me really, really. I know my day would be depressing because I miss him. Like the other day, we went to the animal shop, like to buy some food for them, him and my brother's dog. And I was like, I usually don't give voice to this kind of thoughts, but it was stronger than my mind. So I really spoke into the void. Well, I told my mother, but she didn't say anything. Um, I was like, I am really missing my cat. Like I'm not able to breathe anymore. And it is true. It is true. I really don't want to think about the day when my dog won't be here anymore because it sucks. It sucks. The only thing that I could say when my cat died was it's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. And the same thing I'm thinking right now about my dog. It's like, it's not fair. It's not fair that he's not able to walk anymore. And it's not fair that, at least in Italy, I don't know other places, but in Italy, it's so expensive. Like the medical bills and drugs for animals are the tax is the same amount of like clothes and jewelry. It's 22%. So once a vet, my cat's vet, told me, you pay for your animals like you're paying for jewelry because it's so heavily taxed. Ooh, taxed from the state. And I really think about people who love their animals but they cannot take like proper care because they don't have the money. And I'm really sad thinking about that. But also I think about the fact that my dog is not able to walk, to run. He really loved to run. He was able to jump on a bed like 1 meter high. He's a chihuahua, you know, but he was able to jump on this kind of bed, really high bed. um he never he always want he loved to be left alone. He was not like my cat was like always staying around me. He always wanted to stay on my lap, on my back, on my belly when I was laying down into the bed. But my dog really, at a certain point, he says, like, leave me alone. Like, I don't care. I remember when I used to come back from work, my cat like arrived to the front door like meowing like meow 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 meow. And my dog like didn't even stand up, didn't even, he was like, yeah, I saw you, because my dog grew up with me. I have him since I was 16, 17. He's 14 years old, so 17 it would be. And he grew up with me, so he was like, yeah, I saw you for all my life, please go away. But my cat was, I took him from the street. He was like 2 when I took him, and he died at 5. And he was, I think he was so grateful, and I was so grateful. We were both grateful for each other. My dog at certain points stopped being grateful. It's like the son that cannot take anymore from the parents. So, but either way, I'm so sorry that he's not able to enjoy his life. He always sleep. Sleeps. He always, sorry. Sometimes I forget the S. Get over with with it. He always sleeps. He always, you can see that it's like an old man, that he doesn't have the strength anymore. But sometimes I can see it that the I'm going to cry. I cannot cry on my first vlog. Come on. Okay. I can do it. Sometimes I see it. He looks at me and I see the same face when he was young, and that like he wants to play. Um, he wants to. Sometimes he had the zoomies, so he likes to. Sometimes he still wants to do that, but he cannot even stand up properly. So it's funny to see that, but it's really unfair. So there's that. If you want, just send good vibes. Honestly, I know that the life is a cycle. You cannot stop that cycle. It won't be natural to stop that cycle. I know that. I know that we are supposed. Trust me, I know that. Like, we're not supposed to live forever, and everything has an end, and you need to enjoy the process, not thinking about the end and stuff like that. But it really sucks. There are certain times that you don't give a fuck anymore, and you can only say it sucks. It really sucks. It really is unfair. And I know that, yeah, with this situation in the world, like, I'm talking about my dog, but there are people who are losing children or losing parents out there. And honestly, I don't want to, like, it sucks to lose everyone you love. It doesn't matter if it's a dog, it's a cat, it's a hamster, bird, tarantula, snake. I see many people having that. Parents, sons, grandparents. It sucks. It sucks. And I will never talk shit about someone losing someone. Doesn't matter what or who that someone is. So yeah, I really I'm really happy that I'm doing this vlogs because I think that I my mind always I have ADHD. I don't know if you knew it. Sometimes I say it in my blog, in my videos. So my mind is constantly going on, going on, going on. But sometimes I have thoughts that I think other people can connect to and they can relate and maybe they can share their experience. So I really think about the fact that if I started making blogs when I wanted to, like back in ages ago, maybe by now I would be able to reach more people, but not because I'm not talking about being famous or being like reaching people to make them feel understood because I grew up so misunderstood. I grew up thinking that nobody, and I still think right now, nobody will ever understand me because my mind sometimes goes to 1,000 places at the same time, and people always say, "Ah, you're not listening. You're not. I don't know, here, whatever." But sometimes, also, I think at many different things that it's even strange to share with people, family, because they won't understand it. So I'm really glad that I finally took the leap and started recording, honestly, because I was so afraid about the fact, what the hell I'm going to talk about. It's been 57 minutes, guys, of me babbling. And I know that if I didn't had this other video to film, I would go on for, it would be a vlog of, first vlog, 10 hours, like, let's see. So, yeah, I really liked this. I hope it can be, uh, I can keep you company. I hope that I kept you company in doing something. If you did listen to me, watch me wear it. Let me know what you did during this time, like if you were cleaning, doing laundry, whatever. And if you have any comment about what I rambled and vent about in these last 58 minutes, let me know. And right now I'm going to pop this video up while I finish the script for the Timothy Chalamet video, and we will see each other really soon. Oh, by the way, I will make a playlist for this. I need to change a little bit the home of the video, of the YouTube channel, so that as soon as you arrive on my channel, you can see like the playlist and the videos in the playlist, each playlist separate. I remember you can do that, so I need to do that right away. And then we will see each other in the Timothy Chalamet video or in the next vlog. I will make a playlist for this vlog new era thing. So if you want to hear me almost every day, I don't know if I will do it every day, but still, just pop the bell and the subscribe button, and we will see each other really soon. Bye.